Fishing with Paul B, baby. Woo-woo!
Oh man, it was pitch black when we pulled in. Just saw this sign said rural airport. So instead of setting up the rooftop tent, we have the foamy in the back. We just pulled everything out, slept in the sleeping bags. It was a great night, a little chilly, but the sleeping bags were warm. And we wake up to this, just a glorious morning. It's been raining this whole trip, and now it's just nothing but blue skies. Oh, got this cool runway here. That's pretty neat, eh? No planes, no cars, nobody. I think we're about a kilometer, maybe a kilometer off the main road we had to come in. You can sort of hear the highway. But the road was flooded out yesterday, just north of Slave Lake. Just north. Like, I mean 20 minutes north. But the road was completely washed out. So we had to turn and head northeast. Northeast. We had to go northeast up into Wabasca through Sandy Lake on our way to Athabasca. So yesterday, with my missed turn, we went 51 minutes north in the wrong direction after high level up to Indian Cabins. We were just about in the Northwest Territories before I realized my mistake. Turned around, back to high level, grabbed some more pops and things for the road. Started our 5.5 hour journey to Slave Lake, only to get turned away for another 2.5, 3 hour detour over to Athabasca. So I just couldn't do it. About 12:30, quarter to 1 in the morning, I had to call it quits. I was going to kill us. We were going to drive off the road. So here we are. But man, am I glad we stayed here. I missed out on my fishing charter. But hey, like I say, wouldn't be any fun if it wasn't an adventure, right? Look at this beautiful adventure. Look at this. I mean, really, this is amazing. So, Slave Lake, walleye, pike, you guys have to wait. I'll be back. But when I realized up north, past high level, how close I was to Greater Slave Lake, where they also filmed the new season of Alone, by the way, I think I might like to tow my boat up there one weekend. It took about 15 hours, I'm going to say, including your stops. I think it should have only taken 11, but a lot of construction and stuff. But today, we're heading back to Calgary. No rush today, because I'm not fishing at Slave Lake, and I don't have to be back till tonight. So, stick with me through this adventure. I might find a cool little creek, a cool little lake shore. I will fish today, I guarantee you that. Will I catch a fish today? I don't know. I think the odds are good. I've got my fly rod and my spin casting rod. I don't know what to say. Days like today, it's like my battery gets rejuvenated by the sun. I do these videos because I'm trying to inspire you guys to just drop what you're doing. So many people say, how do you do this, Paul? How do you run off and do these adventures? Sometimes I fit them in with my work. Sometimes I just go do them. The fact is, I've realized all these years, I didn't have an earning problem. I had a spending problem. I would want to go fishing for a weekend, maybe $90 in gas. And I'd tell myself, I can't afford to go. But I'd sit around with my friends and my wife and my in-laws. And I'd spend $50 3 times a week buying booze, watching movies, sit around on a weekend in somebody's backyard fire. Again, another $100 in steaks and beer. And so I just redirected my purpose into spending my money on things that matter, getting out, enjoying my life. Let's get going. Let's see what we can find. I'm going to catch a fish today. Okay, we're going to sort of a secret location here. I've never been. It's on a creek that I've often looked at driving by. I'm heading upstream a bit. I Googled it, figured out this gravel road that'll get me in, and let's go see if we can catch some fish. Is this a good spot? I don't know. It looks interesting. It's flowing. It has some depth to it, so it looks like there could be fish in it. But it's chocolate brown. I think what I'm going to do is take a second to just observe the water, see if I can see some fish rising, and that will tell me if I want to use my fly rod or my spin rod. It is pretty mucky. It appears to be shallow. Down there looks like a little bit of a back eddy right in the corner here. Just there is a waterfall, sort of a dam. I think I'm gonna walk down there or here. There or here. Let's see if we can get some fish. This is definitely what to do. Spin or fly, spin or fly. Bring them both, I guess. Bring them both. Today's arsenal will be my secret weapon. Let's get a look at this. These are the flies I'm going to try today. Probably realistically, I'm going to use the stone flies. Use this guy here, those 4 on the bottom. That's what I'll try today with the fly rod. For the spinning rod, I'm going to stick to these classics here. Real nice small river spinner. Chartreuse is my favorite color. And the old Len Thompson. People usually use the red and white. I like the white with a red stripe. I don't know why. It's just what I like. So let's take both rods, head down, and see if we can catch some fish. Going with the stone fly, going with the spinner. Got my spin cast and my fly rod. Cheap little garage sale fly rod. And I'm gonna head down, see if I can't catch some fish to end this long trip on a high note. We'll see. But if I don't catch any fish, so be it. We are going up to Baptiste Lake next weekend, so that'll be in the next episode. And we will be crushing the fish in that lake. Well, it literally could be minnows. Under the train bridge, I'm starting to see fish taking bugs off the surface. So let's get over there with the fly rod. Well, it's always a good sign when you're trying to get to a spot by the river and there's a nice, well-worn pathway. It's not always to the best spots, but it's to the spots where people keep coming, the locals. So it's a good start when you're trying out any kind of creek. Find a pathway that goes down to the water. There's generally a reason why the pathway goes down to the water. Now, I'm gonna be quiet. We're gonna sneak up here, see if those fish are still hitting the surface. That's not fish, that's a drip. But we'll still try this spot. Work our way down. Well, it would appear my guess was wrong. The water's dark, you can't tell. It's no more than about a foot deep. Tried the fly rod and the spin cast rod. Rookie mistake, took my garage sale rod down to the water. There's a big tangle in the line. So I was able to get the stone fly out there, but I'm watching bugs cruise clean across this whole creek. Just making up a ruckus behind them. There's no fish even trying to get them, not even little minnows. So I think I'm gonna head to another location, give that about a half-hour try on the main river. And if I don't get nothing, then this trip was not meant to have fish in it. But still fun nonetheless. Well, the bush is pretty dense. Got my beautiful lady with me. She was hanging out, watching me catch nothing. This little creek won Paul nothing, but it ain't over yet. I'll be back. I'm gonna figure this creek out. Maybe I need to float this creek. I'm not gonna admit defeat yet though. I am, after the train's done, I am gonna head down to the Red Deer River to another spot that I know and like. If I don't catch nothing there, today's just not meant to be. Between my knee hurting, all the detours we got on our trip, the road being flooded and washed out before we got to Slave Lake, the total of 8.5 hours of detours we had to take because of fires and floods. It's been frustrating to say the least, but got to see a beautiful part of Alberta and it ain't over yet. I might still catch a fish. So stick with me. Let's head to the Red Deer River, see what we catch.
Gotta get going, need to be early. The fish they are biting, getting a little squirrely. Gonna hit my favorite spots, maybe find a newbie. That's what you get when you're fishing with Bobby. Gotta get going, need to be early. Fish they are biting,
Is well in the legal limit of 30 centimeters.
get a little squirrely. Gonna hit my favorite spot,
Oh yeah.
maybe find a newbie. That's what you get Fishing with Paul B. When you're fishing with Paul B. When you're fishing with Paul B.
With Paul B, baby. Woo woo.